Hello and welcome to Tell Me About Gaming. Sit back, relax, and open up those ears because today we're going to be discussing an upcoming indie game titled See You on the Other Side. Let's get into it. So, See You on the Other Side is a first-person puzzle game with a focus on atmosphere. It boasts a unique art style and gameplay, and it's looking to be one of the most surprising indie games to surface this year. I was lucky enough to be reached out to by the developers to create a video on the game, and I was more than happy to do so when I saw it in action. I was provided with a small playable portion of the game, and that is what you are currently seeing. Now, please keep in mind that this is in early development stages, and it is a work in progress, so things are subject to change. But with that being said, a lot of what is here is already very well done. First of all, I want to talk about the art direction. I absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan of games that can do something different than the hyper-realistic graphics we're used to today, and when they can make something that feels unique and their own. And I think that the developers have managed to do just that with this game. Now, obviously, as I said, some things will be changed and worked on, but the current art style is awesome. I love the black and white art direction, and I think it was done very, very well. The atmosphere itself is also great with a very interesting vibe to it and a cohesive flow. Overall, I am loving the art in this game and cannot wait to see what it looks like upon final release. Secondly, I want to discuss the music and the sound. Now, because what I got to play was so short, I did not get a chance to really hear much, but from what I did hear, it sounds great. The music was nice and fit in well with the art, and the small amount of sound design that I did get a chance to hear in this game fit in very well with everything it added to the atmosphere, and it sounded like it should. So far, I've really enjoyed what I heard, and I'm excited to hear the full soundtrack later on. Now, in terms of story, I really can't say much, as there is absolutely nothing in the playable portion of the game that I got to try out. I imagine the developers did this to avoid spoilers, so as of right now, I really cannot say anything about how the story is or if there even is one, but I'm excited to find out more in the future. Alright, so now let's talk about the most important thing in a game, and that is its gameplay. If any of you used to play the game Lava when you were small, where you were not allowed to touch the ground and you had to try and get around like that, you pretty much have this game in a nutshell. Players are not allowed to walk in the shadows and must remain in the light. To do so, they have to figure out different puzzles in order to proceed. It's a pretty simple concept, but overall it's been executed very well. Again, I did not get to see a whole lot in the portion that I played, but from puzzles I did get to try out. They were fun, challenging, and thought-provoking, which are obviously pretty important aspects to have in a puzzle game. From what I can tell so far, the gameplay is fun and unique, and once again, I'm anxious to get a chance to play more. When I finished the part of the game I was able to play, I was sad and wanted to keep going, so that's always a good sign. Overall, I think the game has a great amount of potential, and I cannot wait to see what it turns out to be down the line. Hopefully it ends up being as great as this little demo was, and I'm very excited to get a chance to play it more. I think the developers have something pretty unique and special here, and I think that if it's executed well, it can be a very, very good indie game. Now, in terms of complaints for the game, I really don't have many. The only thing that I noticed is the game felt a little bit choppy. Now, with that being said, I was playing it at 1080p at the ultra settings, which means it's going to run slower, and as I said, the game is still in development, so I don't know how far into optimization the developers are, but that is one thing to note. What I played was a little bit choppy, but it smoothed out if I lowered the quality settings, so just keep that in mind. That's a heads up to the developers to just watch out for the optimization. Otherwise though, I really don't have any complaints. I think what I played in this demo was very good, very fun, and very unique, and as I've said many times before, I cannot wait to get a chance to play more of this game. So thank you everyone so very much for watching, and a big thank you to the developers for reaching out to me and allowing me a chance to check out your game. I always really appreciate it when you guys do this. It means the world to me, so double thumbs up to you guys for doing that and being awesome. If you're interested in this game and learning more, I will link to their website in the description below, and you guys can go check it out. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, if you want to keep me going, there's a couple of ways of doing so. First of all, like this video if you enjoyed it, that always helps out. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content and you want to see more of it. I have a link to my Patreon in the description below if you really want to support me. And as always, just being here is awesome enough. So thank you guys very much for watching. I always appreciate it, and I'll see your beautiful minds in the next video.